up. So, y'all know I had been going through the stuff about juror number 6 and what I did here, because I had my facts all wrong. Because juror number 6, that was from the selection process, they were never accepted. They were dismissed due to cause, according to my notes. But the person who became juror number 6 when the final selection of the jury was made has been dismissed, right? And so I'm sitting there like, okay, but here's what I did get. Here's the tea did get. The tea I got was that this person was a male and was apparently a black male. I deduced that. I only deduced it. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to out a juror. I'm merely trying to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Like, YouTube is about speculation. And as I said, I've been trying to put together puzzle pieces. Why would this juror be dismissed? You know what I'm saying? And it started when they kept on saying it was some head nodding. And if you listen to the diversity of YouTube channels and content creators that I do, this thing don't know. Hold on, y'all. I'm getting things together here. But if you listen to the diversity of channels that I do, then you would be listening to the ones that describe Brother Diddy's, mannerisms in court. And it was about the time that they started saying, commenting about his head nodding, that other channels began to report that he was, that, after that, all of a sudden it was all this juror stuff. And it's hard to get a gauge of what is happening when, because we don't have eyeballs in the courtroom to see things as they're happening. We have to, if you're like me and you kind of really want to know, right? We have to deduce based on, what is provided to us. So just like this week, I felt like they were stalling. That lady that they had on, this Jane person, she's been on that damn witness stand twice as long as Cassie. Yet I don't even see, well, I don't know. They went a long way to talk about some handbags, is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, dude. Well, okay, handbags. Okay, we got it. But anyway, hold on. Let me pull up a picture. Then I got something for y'all. Yeah, I'm working on my own court cases too. My bad. I thought y'all could see my screen. Give me a second. Because I got to close some personal things down. Because I too am dealing with some court things, which is why I have kind of an interest in the case, merely just because here I am with all these challenges having to deal with court cases because I don't have any help. Like, there's people structured from organizations that get paid to assist me, like legal aid or, my therapist or my caseworker, and they somehow don't properly inform me of the information that I need to stabilize my housing circumstance, which has caused such a big, hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Good to see y'all. I'm sorry. I know. Give me a second here. My computer's really old, and I'm trying to clear my screen. But basically, we have deduced from across, some various sources here that the juror number 6, I believe, is a black male, and they said he works in the Department of Corrections or something like that. And if you go to, let me try to pull up diddydocket.com and then I'll jump into this. But like I said, every time I go to do a video, then my computer be like, yo, what you doing? Like, yo, it's too many of us online. And it's not even a internet issue. It's actually the computer. Like, the computer senses that I'm about to do something, and it's like, yo, you're using another device. I don't like it. And it just starts like spazzing out. So I have to plus I'll be having like 50 windows open, but that's because I I need a lot of help. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull this up. At least close the other pages down so I can start trying to pull up what I do need. and I apologize for not being more appropriately ready for you. Now, if I could play songs on YouTube to summarize this juror number 6, I would be playing da da dee da da da. You know, she's homeless. Because juror number 6 is homeless. If y'all don't think this dude is homeless, because that's exactly like I'm a black woman. I've experienced homelessness, and I'm sure I've dated a dude that couldn't tell me where he stayed. Now, I'm the chick though, right? So I'm like, yo, this guy is weird. And I just be like waiting to see, right? And I just stand back and see, just like Judge Arun did. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really trying to work on this. I'm really trying to get you it's just a really slow computer. So, let me see here. I don't want y'all to see me because I got like a thing on the side of my face because my side of my face hurt because I'm by the refrigerator. It's a whole geostorm. If y'all don't know, go over to Stefan Burns. He is like a geophysicist, and there is some kind of plasma geostorm happening all across the world, like all across the world, for real. Something supposed to be breaking off in Hawaii, according to him. We got some anomalies on the chart. I'm just listening to your boy. Your boy know his geophysicist stuff, okay? And I just be looking out, okay, what does this mean? What is going to happen? All I know is ever since we were supposed to save 7, shipment off the hook in the geophysicist category, okay? Like the planet is upset that we did not save 7. If you don't know what save 7 is, you got to go over to TikTok and type in save 7, the number 7. I think that's how it comes up. Okay, my computer finally decided to produce me some sort of picture. So if you just hold tight, I will get you some entertaining form of combination of lights. I don't know what it's gonna be, but we're gonna see. But anyway, just in like, okay, here we go, y'all. Hold on. But just in addressing like general homelessness, right? Like if y'all never been homeless, okay, put it like this. This is real talk. At some fuck it. Let me take this off and just give y'all the vibe, right? Because I'm tired of not being on the thing for y'all. It's gonna look blurry at first. Okay. So at some point, look, it's all it's in my face. But at some point, um, one of the hardest this is a true fucking story. You know what I'm saying? At some point, one of the hardest questions on applications for me, oh, when I was a kid, my hardest question when I brought shit home was have your parents sign this. Because my shit was like so thick back in the day. This was before they figured out there was something called a guardian. There was only a parent option on paperwork. Third, fourth, fifth, sixth, first grade, right? You taking this shit home, you like, get my parent to sign it. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna do that? Like, I don't know where to start with that. Finally, they started putting parent or guardian. Because we used to have to write this big old long note that said, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so, but as an adult, as I began to try to matriculate life completely on my own, um, the hardest question on the application began to be, oh, that's what I wanted to pull up. I want to pull up Twitter. The hardest question on the application was, what is your address? Because I'm a person, like when you ask me a question, I immediately want to give you the answer that pops into my head. And it's the truthful answer that pops into my head. I have no time to sit here and cause fluff with you and try to make up some shit like it's not normal for me. I would sit there for moments. You would know that I'm lying because I'll be like, like how the fuck do I explain to you that I live at bus stop 4132? How I can't put that on the fucking application. These people really are not. And the reason I be bringing this up is because when you are this is a deep case. This case goes deeper than these adults that got on this stand. This case has tunnels. That's all I'm gonna say. If you wise, you will figure it out, and you may already have, but because We don't own the platforms. The people that own the tunnels and made the tunnels own the platforms. Though they support, or either the people who run the platforms support or supported by the people that own and run the tunnels. So we can't say shit. So all I can say is to you is, you know, somebody's, this case is deeper than what it appears to be. It's about some shit we can't say and they don't want us to hear. That's why these cases are private. Now, I got confused yesterday when Mark was arguing on behalf of the case being public. I was sitting up there like, yeah, that's what I was saying. When me and Mark started agreeing, I don't give a fuck about that whole side of the room over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you see the way they got them, y'all? In case you don't know, they got them stacked up like this. The defense is the judge. Shit, I can't. How do you explain shit without a diagram? Okay, it's the judge, right? And then okay, here's the judge at the front of the thing, right? This is proposed. I've been showing pictures. If you look on my thumbnails, then you'll see a picture of it. Okay. Then I ain't never seen no jury room like this. I would be so fucking confused. Like, where the fuck do I look? What the fuck is that like that for? I don't understand why they got it set up that way, y'all. But anyway, it's the judge, and then I think it's some court reporters and some doohickeys. And then it's like defense team, because they like 50 niggas deep up in there. And then it's like prosecution team, and then it's the doors over here, and then back here it's some family members and stuff, and over here is some public, and then the press, okay? And then the jury box though is over here. And I don't even know if that's coming out right because you know when you get on the screen it be translated differently. All right, so the point is that I'm still trying to bring up this platform to show you. So all this, we could have Jane on the stand for 6 days, longer than Cassie, like twice as long as Cassie. Why? You know why I think it was? It was yay, 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 yay. Okay. It was because they was trying to time something so Kanye could do his guest appearance in the courtroom, and Father Arun was not having it. Okay, Father Arun had them up in that damn robing room yesterday, and he putting his socks on like, look here, I am not letting Kanye in my room, in my court, with all of his shenanigans. And if Kanye, brother, this is where it matters. Think about this. The way you have conducted yourself, and I'm not trying to give anybody any sort of lecture. Who am I to lecture Kanye West? But how he has conducted himself, I wouldn't want him in my courtroom either. If Kanye West was outside, I'd be like, hold up, homie, I'm about to come out there. Like, I would be concerned about him being able to conduct himself in my home. Did y'all notice? This is real talk and it's going to seem so weird. Did y'all notice Kanye West robe and Kanye West timing? He's called it an executioner's outfit. Isn't that what they stated it was at some point? Were you ever on TikTok to be able to see those robes that those people who were carrying the Virgin Mary who was black? Did you see the similarity in the robing? I was looking at that the whole time and I was like, that is a very tailored, it's not like the, if it was a nothing uniform, he would be wearing a sheet. So he has a conversation with Diddy, okay? And then he got to go out of town. To Japan, was it? Like a lion like a motherfucker. He don't know a bit of Japanese. Katakana all day. Arigato gozaimasu. He don't know that much. He probably don't, right? Okay, I'm still trying to get X up very slowly. Give me a second here. Because I cannot think and do this at the same time. I don't have that ability. If I start doing something else, the subject changes. Just like we would. Right now, I just want to discuss why my back is itching. All right. So then what happens after that? Somebody passes, and I'm not gonna say nothing. In the front, we saw JD Vance touch his hand, but what was happening behind the scenes, and how they, if you go watch Angels and Demons, the movie Angels and Demons, because the Pope requested that his coffin be up where people could see him, but why? And why did he have that discoloration? And go watch the movie Angels and Demons. Okay, now I'm gonna try to stay on point. All right, so I was looking at the text, which my computer is still trying to bring it up. If you just like to see the obvious slowness of my device, right? So, um, from what I remember, this man first said he stayed in New Jersey with his girlfriend, and he said his. I'm telling you, the dude might be homeless because only homeless people can't give you an address. Okay, this is real talk. I'm not trying to put anybody down. I've been there. You cannot put bus stop 1432 on your job application. Shout out, by the way, to the police of Arizona, because I was at a Starbucks coffee one day and I was homeless and I was awaiting my job to start, so that I've always tried to just fix my housing situation, right? Because nobody helps me properly. And it's often like, I don't think I can live well with people because because I make, well, I don't know why. Honestly, I think as much because people can't stand me, it makes me feel like I can't stand myself. It makes me feel really bad. You know what I'm saying? So I just get further into depression because it feels like people don't want me around. But, I also have a lot of pains and can't sit still, and so it's just better if I live by myself. It's better. It's just better. So anyway, um, the point is that when I was living there, I was waiting for my housing situation. I was waiting for my job first check to come through, and so I had a storage unit, and then I had a Hold on, let me get to inner city press. Yes, this motherfucking shit is crazy, but let me get to inner city press, and then maybe we can delve into this if somebody's sticking around and wants to know. But I can tell y'all right now, and I'm sure that either right now or in a couple minutes, Tisa is about to tell it. So I can't compete with the Tisa tells, but I'll be on later. If somebody, what I'm saying, I'm gonna have to go back and check Tisa out myself. My light is on. I don't know what that means, bro. It's been up there a while, but I don't know if you mean, yeah. Y'all not my supervisors, okay? So if you work for YouTube and you're on my channel trying to tell me things, you're gonna have to say it a different way because you're not my supervisor. I don't have a supervisor on YouTube. Y'all trip me out with that. Like that, I don't know what that is, bro. So I'm gonna try to ignore it. Anyway, so let's go inner city press. And if we can, um, and if by the grace of God I begin to remember anything I was saying, then I'll finish my subject here. So, no, the police ran up on me, and I was at a Starbucks, right? And I was at a Starbucks because that's where I used to go, because I'm always, writing or trying. Even when I was homeless, I still, would try to be improving my life. If I didn't have a computer, I'd be there, using the internet, trying to apply for jobs, this, that, and the other. And they know this. Like, it's deep with me in Starbucks, like gold card for real. So I'm sitting there, and the police come up to me, and they were pretty much friendly. They tried to at least play it off like they weren't trying to harass me because I was sitting up there and I was so tired, y'all. I went to sleep right at the Starbucks, but this was an outdoor Starbucks. And they was just like, "You all right?" And I was just like, "Nah, I'm homeless right now." They was like, "Yo, okay, well, they gave me their card if I ran into any trouble." I'm like, "That's slick as hell." You know what I'm saying? Like, you really ain't harassed me. And I wasn't gonna go back to sleep after that, but still, it was the manner that they approached me, and then like I ain't feel scared, and that matters because when you dealing with homelessness, like you really be having some issues. So they complaining at home. First of all, is it a law that a juror can be homeless? You know what I'm saying? Like, I would want to be on a jury if I was homeless because essentially, I need something to do during the day and I need some money. So he might have just been a homeless guy that was got selected for jury duty. Do you gotta have a house to be on jury? I don't know. But his answers lead me to believe that this man is homeless. So let's kind of just review juror number 6's, who I believe is a black male, one of few on the jury. And I still I don't give a fuck about that when in regards to this case. This case is not a color case because, damn it, I heard something, y'all, that's been mentioned frequently um, by some victims, and I'm very offended. Not by the victim, but that these groups who we highly look up to, that are supposed to be leaders in our community, their names are being dragged into this. Like all of a sudden, like you can't even imagine like what my opinion is on this shit. This shit is ridiculous. And if this is true, honey, we have got to get it the F together. How we gonna be the lowest? I just don't understand what's happening. But anyway, let's see if we can get to them notes about this juror. Okay, that's 4 hours. See, this is why I stopped. Like I was gonna try to report this case, but I have no patience for this type of shenanigans regarding some information. There's nothing I can ever. Oh, we have okay. So they 5 minutes ago they was like, we got a sensitive matter to discuss. Everybody gotta go. Bye. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Says Father Arun. All right. He said, why? The jury is not here. So he wondering why they all gotta go. It's Friday, bitch. Go the fuck home. We got enough information. We got a lot of tea today, y'all. Apparently, somebody didn't give a damn about some numbers being fouled off of some weapons, and something else happened. Lord, that surprise witness was going to totally lose her mind over the mentioning of Robin Greenhill. And I didn't ask to know this lady's name. You know what I'm saying? I know this lady's name because that's surprise witness. But no, I want to know this lady's name because of what the impact that she's had. This sound like, man, this case got everybody's case in it. I think they held up the case or held Jane on the stand because they were trying to wait for Kanye to come in. I think Kanye wasn't allowed in to the main courtroom. Well, even though Tisa said he was sitting on this yada yada side, yada yada, but another source reported that um he was sent into the gallery, like not the main gallery, but those side things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the truth is because once again, we don't have eyeballs. We won't know that truth until you know who I trust to like balance the whole story out. That is what's her name? Y'all know the child name. Stephanie Sue. I trust her to balance the story out. And I trust no one's like I get everybody else's information, but not until Stephanie Sue does the report do I have a balance to what I conclude. That's because we don't have, we don't really have boots on the ground. We have some virtual boots on the ground. So the reporting is very sporadic in this case. The reporting is very, very subject to interpretation. So whoever you get mixed in there, the interpretation or the opinions and beliefs, and sometimes the paid promotion of who, you know what I'm saying? Because I think some of it's too either either somebody is accepting money to report this in an imbalanced fashion, or somebody really likes trafficking and is benefiting from it. That and DR rugs. Because why would you want this asshole to continue? His paws are on so many people's caskets that how could you want this individual to continue to be as impactful in music. Either you don't give a fuck about people, or you don't give a fuck about music, or you don't give a fuck about yourself, which means you're selfish and you can get on out of here. Kick rocks, buddy. Your time is gone. Your time is done. I yield back my time. All right. Time for the good to prosper, damn it. Y'all got to go with this bullshit. All of y'all on YouTube, and notice this is what is so offensive. The dichotomy, the structure of what the family is supposed to be. You have failed as leaders of families, guys, because and don't try to throw it back at me, okay? I'm giving you an observation. Try to lower your ego for 1 second long enough to hear me. When you are dependent, men want things and money so that they can get women. It's the money and the power. Go ask Scarface, right? Literally, the musician Scarface. I don't give a damn about that other gangster shit. Because you're all emulating this. Stop emulating that what you see on TV. We have been misled as a race and as a community to orchestrate our lives in this way. And you have to stop. And it starts with you. And if your dependence was on the creator for sustenance, and if you didn't seek a BBL, okay? If you had made that your preference, then what do you call it? I need a good word. Like what's the cast of the black family would not be as it is right now. You don't realize your purpose and your power. And you have decided that the only way to survive, and I get it, it is fucked up and it is hard in this world, but you were never supposed to put your faith in man. And those of you on here, you know when the part when Diddy said, I like it when you scraping, daddy, I like it. Y'all is on YouTube scraping and scrounging. We see y'all every night crawling, clawing at the last bits of your existence and your exaltation, your positions of on high, scraping and trying to grab onto the last bits of your fucking planes and your fucking colognes and your damn suits. But you wanted those things so you could get the woman with the big butt and the perfect woman that you could show off to the dudes anyway. This is why you went to Diddy. He has been holding you up. He's obviously been a part of a very, very structured economic base. This ain't just about no booties and beatings. This is about some deeper shit, admit it. That's why you on here repping a dude that's a pervert. He's a fucking pervert and a woman beater and more that we can't say on YouTube. He just is. That's on the surface. Why he's sitting up here, you know, the biggest thing you do when this is in court case after court case is you take the go watch Devil's Advocate. You want your it's straight up in Devil's Advocate. They running the Devil's Advocate play where you get to sit up there and be accused of the worst things known to man. You know, a CUCK and all this gay stuff, as long as nobody sees that you're involved in TR trafficking, as long as nobody sees the big shit. So they are diverting our attention away from what the big issue is, so that we'll be okay sitting around saying that he was, dare I say, a member of the LGBT community. This go deep, y'all. I believe this boy done been messed with by when he was at that damn school, if not deeper than that. This man has been used because this is how he got that power. Is he did everything these people are supposed to say. And that's why his mind cannot come to grips with his reality. This is why he feel like he don't have to obey the court in regards to him. He feel like he don't have to obey the court in regards to him being told not to do something and he's steady doing it. And all the judge is saying is we can't control every outburst. That's what we're being told. No, you can't control it, especially when a person has never had to have control. I'm waiting for the moment that this man just totally jumps out his fucking skin. Because I don't see how a person who's done all this could just sit there calmly. We've already heard the reports of him gripping at his seat, and the head nodding is probably because he's losing his fucking mind inside. He can't fucking handle this shit. Somebody sitting up here saying shit, and he can't react when this dude got a history of knocking a motherfucker out. I get what I want. I got to get what I want. Meanwhile, if we had a, I'm telling y'all, if we ever have a fucking zombie day, maybe y'all, you know what? All I'm saying is if it's gonna be Night of the Living Dead up in here if y'all don't get this dude under control, cause these motherfuckers, I believe, is gonna start popping up out their caskets and they gonna come and kick his motherfucking ass. He gonna have his day of judgment. This dude is not he not innocent. I'm sorry. I'm a Libra and my motherfucking channel got some scales on it, so I'm gonna be the one to say it. This nigga ain't innocent at all. Even the stuff he is being accused of, he ain't innocent of. The stuff he that they dare not say because they're protecting a higher high, he ain't innocent of that either. They done changed the story around. Now it wasn't 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Now the baby oil ain't got no DR rugs in it. Yeah, right. I wish somebody send me a bottle. Gene Deal, can you send me a bottle of your liquor so I can take a shot? Every time they say the word baby oil in this damn court, every time it's mentioned, can I just take a shot? This is crazy, man. So let's look at what I'm trying to get to the juror number 6. I don't be remembering what I'm gonna say, y'all. So good luck at me getting back to the point. I don't be wanting to go off too much either. How can I help that, right? I know there's some juror 6 shit in here. I just synced it. I synced it on that surprise witness. And yes, I said synced on purpose. I don't even want to hear y'all shit. You don't tell me I can't go to school and then come trying to tell me how to say shit. Fuck everything. You hear what I'm saying? Fuck everything. Don't come fucking with my education. We're in the Northwest Territory, bitch. Don't come over here. Don't come over here. Y'all motherfucking ass play too much. Y'all better get y'all shit together up out here. Y'all better really start standing up, because I'm telling y'all. In the name of my granddad, y'all better just back up. That's all I'm saying. If you don't know what I'm saying, that's your fault. All right. I know somewhere in this dude is talking about these. See, this is why this is why I quit. Like day one, if this was my job, if they had just gave me hundreds of millions of dollars to do this, I quit this job. How in the fuck is somebody supposed to report something based on some tweets that this is what he decided to buy? Twitter? I guess. He bought Twitter. Well, could he fucking fix how it displays, please? Assholes. Motherfucking rich bitches. All the time. Well, anyway, this man don't know where the hell he live is my point. And whether I'm going to get to these tweets or not, I don't know. I don't know if I can approach it that way, because it doesn't look like it displays in a manner that I can really go back to these tweets. Everything is hidden all the damn time. Okay, it wasn't 2 hours ago. It had to be within the last hour. I was already subscribed to Inner City Press. What the fuck? Oh, we not subscribing. See, subscribe mean one thing over here is something totally different somewhere else. Get off the damn. All right, let me see, y'all. Because I'm about to close this out if I can't figure out how where these tweets is. See. Okay. Well, how about this? Let's try this one. Let's try. Let's see what comes up like this. It's just raining here right now. Fuck USA Today. What? Oh, wait a minute. What? Look at this shit, y'all. Okay, I don't know what this is about, but juror number 6 is apparently a, a juror in 12 Angry Men. Okay, have y'all been watching the boot thing with Shiloh Hill? The boot story where he bought the boots off the dark web and put the damn boots on and had a fucking WWE matching them damn bitches, okay? All right, I know there was something called juror number 6. Let's just take a look at this, shall we? Because now this just got fucking interesting. So on June 13th, 2025, juror number 6 is dismissed, and juror number 6 is a character in a movie called 12 Angry Men. I just want to see what the analysis is. Was he homeless? Whatever, man. All right, so let's see if I can get a little something going here before I get into the crux of the matter. Look here, if you're expecting me to get to the point soon, you're gonna be deeply disappointed. You might as well go make you some popcorn and a sandwich while I set up some music for us to read the character analysis of juror number 6, as if a person like me was gonna ignore this shit, right? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Hold on, don't come in, y'all. I don't know how loud that's gonna come on. It's probably gonna be loud. I smoked a blunt for dinner, another blunt for breakfast. 2 chains. Okay. Well, okay. Well, that's loading. I don't know what's happening over here. We want to get a commercial and everything. And no. All right. Juror number 6 is probably the most invisible juror in the movie 12 Angry Men, which I'm gonna have to look at now, right? Okay. Hold on, y'all. It's still spinning. And this ad won't go away. See, this, y'all remember this? This is what my computer does all the time. All right. I really want to see if there's any connection. Like, juror number 6, please come forward, please. Juror number 6 to the DJ booth. Juror number 6 to the DJ booth. Okay? So, juror number 6 is probably the most invisible juror. This is not the juror in, by the way, anybody trying to just now catch up to where I am. Juror number 6 this is not about juror number 6 in the Diddy trial. This is about juror number 6 in the movie 12 Angry Men. Juror number 6 is probably, do they analyze? Okay. Juror number 6 is probably the most invisible juror of the entire bunch. He only has, and now they're about to replace a juror. Would they also be called juror number 6 is my question, right? Juror number 6 is probably the most invisible juror of the entire bunch. He only has a handful of lines in the movie, and he tends to come across as a guy who's willing to change his mind if people can't convince him. As he says towards the beginning of the movie, I don't know. I started to be convinced, with the testimony from the people across the hall. Didn't they say something about an argument between the father and the boy around 7 o'clock that night? I mean, I can be wrong. This kind of talk shows us that he has a fair mind and simply thinks the kid is guilty, although he's willing to admit he could be wrong. The only time juror number 6 shows a strong personality is when he scolds juror 3 for speaking rudely. Um, and they said juror number 6 was like being late too. So who knows really, right? It's when he scolds juror number 3 for speaking rudely to the elderly juror number 9. He hasn't taken a strong stand on the case yet, but he's more than happy to put his cards on the table when he says, "You ought to have more respect, mister. You say stuff like that to him, again, I'm going to lay you out." So that's what we've got from this guy. Maybe he's not all that smart, but he's open minded and quick to defend someone who's getting bullied. So I just wonder about the actual real life in the Diddy case, juror number 6 at this point. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. Let's see here. We still not. Oh, okay. Hold on. I don't know if something's playing. This whole computer is like, screw it. I'm out of here. Let's see what else we can find on juror 6 before I get totally gone. So that's the analysis of juror number 6 from the movie 12 Angry Men. It's just weird that that popped up, but I guess it would, because you know how the searches are. Diddy trial upstate jurors asked juror number 6 to be dismissed for a candor issue. That's in your USA Today. Let's get the best story we can.
Another blunt of break. I smoke a blunt for dinner. Another blunt of break. I smoke a blunt for dinner. Another blunt of break. I smoke a blunt for dinner. Another blunt of break. I smoke a blunt for
Anyway, all right. So let's see. Let's see what Diddy trial has to say about it.
I smoke a blunt for dinner. Another blunt of break.
All right, Diddy trial updates. 2 Chainz. Diddy trial updates. Judge asks to dismiss juror for candor. Ye mocks shock appearance. Makes a shock appearance. Yeah, you know. You know. You know, honestly, I feel like him coming today was because they had something set up for yesterday. This is why they were hemming and hawing over Jane being on the stand anyway, because you know, at some point it just starts to become evident that they're fucking stalling. Like, if y'all don't see the other terms of things inside of this case, and you know, like they said on the Malcolm X movie, I feel sorriest for you because in it I see elements of Breaking Bad. Because and this is regarding how they busted him. He set that up once again, giving us a little bit of something. You know what I'm saying? Because the bigger issue here got to do with cases. That surprise witness was wondering, um, that surprise witness was wondering, like, what that statue was in his backyard. That is supposed to be a statue of Kim. That statue, as far as I've heard, is supposed to represent Kim. May she rest in peace. And if you've ever seen like the aerial video of it, it's taken from above, and those hedges are in the shape of X's. And when you put X's around a statue like that, that's supposed to represent somebody you loved, like that is a, what do you call that word? Man, you are a, it's offensive anyway. I can't think of the complete, you know, right word right now. But to me it's offensive. Like it's spoiling her spirit daily. I hope no remnants of who she is, like I hope she's not buried there. You know what I'm saying? And even to have the X's around it, it feels like it's there to cancel out her energy. You know what I mean? And you got to remember, this is a dude that's playing with he's playing with high magic. If y'all don't know, like all these cats. Here's what I don't like about it. Like earlier today, I was listening to this song called "Bump" by Usher because I used to have a mix where I mixed "Bump" with "Insane" by Eric Benet, right? And it used to flow so hot. and they took that mix down on my Podomatic page. But the problem is that as I was listening to Bump, I started thinking about The Dream. And I started thinking about, because The Dream has like this little compilation that, man, I be feeling it so much. And I'm thinking about how you be feeling this music. Like, I can't, if these cats is, like, I can't deny all the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, when I heard about R. Kelly, I start like wrecking them motherfucking CDs, like taking them out my collection. Like, I didn't want, like it was a virus, and I didn't want it to affect my other healthy music. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm like, wait a minute. They're doing this. First of all, they all have cases where some rando like myself is accusing them of doing some magical ceremony or some weird occult type practice and stealing the energy and ideas of other people. And so I'm sitting there thinking about bumping, and I'm thinking about the dream and the fact that these guys buy music from one another. And I'm like, I think that that they're harnessing some, that's not their song. They've stolen this music from other people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I guess that'll be my justification for being a little bit more lenient about what songs I like and don't like, because I happen to really like Bump, and of course I really like Insane by Eric Benet. And those two songs mixed together, I really really love. I'm pretty sure it was Insane, unless it was. Oh, y'all remember the song called Sunshine? That motherfucker was bad. Okay, let's read about Kanye West. Yay! All right. Can't go yee. A surprise guest has shown up at. Oh, by the way, so yeah, I think his hotel bus was staged, just like in Breaking Bad. Because in Breaking Bad, you remember when Jesse went to the hotel with Wendy? It's Wendy. You know what I'm saying? But Jane might be Wendy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not guessing her name. I'm comparing Jane, who was on the stand, to Wendy, who is in we all know who Jane is though. But to Wendy, who was Jesse's partner on Breaking Bad. Anyway, in that scene anyway, she was the hoe. Okay. So and he set it up. He knew they was gonna come and bust him. And so he had a little drugs there. He had a girl. You know what I'm saying? Also, they wouldn't think he was the kingpin that he was. Damn, he was so underrated, bro. Right? Okay, so a surprise guest has shown up as Sean Diddy Combs' criminal trial looms. Yeah, I really want not. I'm not here for the Kanye. Da 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 da. I feel like Kanye was a setup. Kanye was supposed to be there, but Judge wasn't having it, and it's right because they're doing a trial like by ambush, so they're not reporting they're not trying to give the prosecution opportunity to prepare. They was probably going to try to sneak him as a surprise witness, and he's right. The mere fact that of Kanye's presence would have done something to the jury. Well, Sean, you made your bed, and now you have to lie in it, sir. You didn't have to do it this way. Can you imagine yourself as a regular dude? If you didn't ever want to be a regular dude, then you made this choice. You know what I'm saying? You chose all of this. I want you to look at your life. Like, you've chosen this course of life that you've chosen. And man up, my nigga. Just man the fuck up. All y'all damn chokes and jokes, and all you academics and motherfuckers, all of y'all sitting around there pulling at this dude's coattail and in the name of his innocence. No, you just don't want this empire to fall apart because you have been suckling from its teat this entire time, which makes you less of a man, not even a man, because real men at the fulcrum of the family dynamic don't depend on other men to make them men. They depend on God or a belief in the creator. Your dependence, y'all are turning into girls in my face on YouTube. I've seen you go from just regular talking to bitching. Y'all don't even sound right. I wish you could see it. Like you see, I like it when you scrambling, daddy. That's what y'all looking like on YouTube. I like it when you scrambling, daddy. Anyway, all right. So Kanye comes in there, but I'm trying to get to the information about because I see Kanye was a setup. All right. So Judge Arun asked to dismiss controversial juror number 6 in the trial late Friday afternoon. As the prosecution continues to build its case against Combs, jurors heard from one of Combs' assistants as well as a federal agent. Combs, 55, was arrested in September and charged with sex trafficking. I need some coffee. Let's see what this is here. I don't know what that is. Combs was arrested in September and charged with sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. He has pled not guilty. Diddy on trial. Oh, Diddy on trial, whatever. That's something there. One moment. Oh, Lord. Something ain't playing. Good Lord. Okay, so these lawyers checked. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. So these lawyers are objecting to the. Hold on, that's too noisy. Sorry, y'all. I do need background noise. I can't even handle it. All right, so Subramaniam said that there are several inconsistencies surrounding details about where juror number 6 lives and with whom he lives. He's homeless. He's homeless. He da da dee da da da. No. I mean, shit in New York, I'd be homeless too. Fucking how you supposed to afford rent? I would leave more there so he get his rent. I mean, shit. Some people don't have a place to live. Is it a law that you can't be a juror? You know what I'm saying? If you're homeless, I would like to know. Does it require housing? Just curious, you know. Otherwise, I mean, shit, you know. Anyway, one day my page will go down like it's supposed to be. Oh, the juror is unable to answer simple questions. Baby, like I said, it's hard to put bus stop 2143 on your application to anything. Not even to get a house can you put what's your old address. Oh, bus stop 2146. What's your old address? Shelter the shelter down on 17th. You what? Nobody accepts those answers. You have to lie. Juror number 6 is homeless. I hope I'm wrong. I don't ever want to be right about anybody being homeless, especially me. Oh, Lord have mercy. Well, this is what we deal with. Maybe we'll finish getting to read about juror number 6 here. I'll give it a couple minutes. Got to stop pushing buttons. Well, let's see. I found a new button here on YouTube. Chat filter. Why do people act like this is so hard? No disrespect to any other content creators, of course, but I do not understand how y'all are set up. most of the people I watch, I be like, how they shit set up? Because except for Gene Deal, this is a very simplistic man. He has just his phone or just his computer and just his speaker. He is not whatever y'all doing. Y'all is in. Y'all went to somebody's studio. Some of y'all have gone in studio to do y'all content. Cause I just found a button that makes me think, what the fuck are they talking about? You're like, people be like, oh, let me change the chat to subscriber only, and I'm like, girl. Anyway, no diss to anybody in particular. Just like, yo, I don't know. All right, well, y'all, it might not come back up, but I found that on. I got another device I could use, but I don't feel like grabbing it. Let's see if we can make it happen, Captain. I put too many requests into my computer, and it is deeply frustrated with these requests. The volume of things I have asked it. This is what I deal with on the daily, though, and I'm expected to handle the volume of things that I'm supposed to handle. Also, with my own, so my computer suffers executive functioning, and so do I. How the fuck am I supposed to get shit done? That's all I'm saying. Because I know they be snooping on our pages. So I'm just saying, you see it for yourself. How the fuck am I supposed to reply and get shit done with this? Oh, y'all be tripping me out, bro. Well, folks, I'm gonna cut it down to an hour, and if it don't pop in here in a second, I know. See, this may seem very very innocent to other people, and it's just internet based thing, but you'll also notice it's very quiet in my house right now. You feel what I'm saying? So some people will understand that, some people won't. And for those of us that don't understand it, you don't go through what the basis of my page is about. And so you wouldn't understand it. I get that. Some people do it to others, and some people are having it done unto them. And it is what the Diddy trial is about, because he's been allowed to do unto others, and some people have been suffering from what he has done to others. You know what I'm saying? Basically, there's two types of people in the world. There's targeted and there's gang stalkers. Which one are you? This got a lot to do with a lot of organizations that all want people to keep quiet about what they're doing. And they control your life, and they constantly are surrounding you so you can't have a moment to think free. This is a bad thing that needs to be brought down. And because some of this involves quote unquote religions, you're not going to be very receptive to understanding that it could be happening to you in your neighborhood. You're not going to be like we're taught to trust the wrong thing. Even myself, I have offenses through religious involvements that I'm aware of, that I didn't expect at the time, because we're all thinking that, well, if it's a religion, it represents God, and if it represents God, how could it truly be bad? You know, in the Aleister Crowley thing that all of these guys are practicing, it is a sin to reject a man when he approaches another man. They call it a sin. Like if another man approaches another man and you tell him no or reject him, it's considered some form of like sin in their little group. It's deep. Well, this ain't going to load, so I've done my best to expose juror number 6. Like, I'm not trying to expose them, I'm just trying to discuss the fact that it's a possibility to do this homeless. How do you answer on an application that you don't have a place to live? And wouldn't your story always change? And or his answer was because if he told his real circumstance, they know who he really was, and they would see his connection to the very people that did not want him to be cut from the jury. Oh shit, look at it. Okay. Look, God just, they didn't want me to quit. That's all. whoever it is. The juror is unable to answer simple questions. Oh, can we go down the goddamn page though? Okay, Subramanian added, it seems like a trivial matter, but it goes to a juror's basic criteria. Due to the jurors' changing answers and inconsistency, Subramanian said it raises questions about whether the juror was truthful in other questions more directly related to this case. Sometimes you can't be truthful about your address, bro. Combs' lawyer, Xavier Donaldson, raised an objection. Judge asked to dismiss juror in yada yada yada. Trial for lack of candor issue. Diddy trial judge asked to remove juror. The judge has asked to remove juror number 6 after federal prosecutors made the request earlier this week. Subramaniam said the removal of the juror is required, noting that the juror will be dismissed. Now you can expect next though, he's gonna try to do a nice thing for Diddy. Whether that is, I was gonna say something really offensive. Noting that the juror will be dismissed. In court, Subramaniam continued to explain his reasoning for the removal, which stemmed from 3 separate interviews. One from voir dire, one from robing room, and one from colloquy. Colloquy. Subramaniam told the court that the juror had an offhand conversation with a member of the jury department in which the juror indicated. So listen to that. Do y'all see that there? Subramaniam told the court that the juror had a offhand, something that they over in the corner to just having a regular discussion. I too am a person that doesn't like to reveal where I live though. And just because I'm speaking with a member of the jury department, I would not feel as though my every word were being monitored. This is a problem in this motherfucking world nowadays. Is everybody is around listening to every fucking body, including our devices. You know what I'm saying? So if we want to have a bit of anonymity for a second, or don't, I very often don't feel like I trust a motherfucker to tell them where I live. I ain't trying to defend this guy. I'm just saying the mere offhand conversation with the member of the jury department leads to this jury being removed, the juror being removed. In which the juror indicated he recently moved in with his girlfriend in New Jersey. So did you ask? Did you? You feel what I'm saying? This is the part of my life where I start to feel like I can't trust nobody, because did this member of the jury department in a offhand conversation approach this juror seeking to gain information? That's why I don't like motherfuckers no more. I swear to God, this is why. I don't trust a damn motherfucker that's new, and I don't trust most of them that's old. Whew, you're either a target or a gang stalker. Member of the jury department in which the juror indicated he recently moved in with his girlfriend in New Jersey, which is where he had been staying most of the time. In voir dire, when asked where he lived, the juror said he lived in. Now you can't, man. I just walk around headphones in my head all the time. You can't talk to no damn body. And me, like I just said at the beginning of the thing, you ask me something, I'd be like, bus stop 2146, bitch. That's where I said. And they'd be like, before she said 2143. So she must be like, God damn. I don't know about that one, bro. The offhand conversation from the member of the jury department. This wasn't an official conversation. I don't go around telling motherfuckers shit. Yo, come on, man. I don't talk on phone. Okay. Which is where he had been staying most of the time. In voir dire, when asked where he lived, the juror said he lived in the Bronx with his fiance and baby daughter. And baby daughter. And baby daughter. That's a lot of information. That's a lot of information when you think about it. My baby daughter. Sounds weird, but in a different interview, when asked where he lived, the juror said he had an apartment in New York where he stayed 4 to 5 nights a week when he was working and doing the jury. Juror number 6's baby was damn. Did we ask to know about his baby? Jesus, man. Oh, this place. I swear. Juror number six's baby was born in New Jersey, and he noted that his girlfriend recently got an apartment in his home state. So she's been living there. Mm, that indicates some kind of like, I don't know. That's interesting. So you had a baby with a girl that lives out of state, and now she recently got an apartment in New York, which I think is called expensive, right? And little. So she's been living there, and that so did she get a new income? Now that I would question, but not the shit the baby. Come on, man. Oh, and that's where his daughter lives. But in a separate interview, he indicated he lived in New York with his aunt. Well, that is a lot of places. I think this young man is homeless. I don't think he lived nowhere. I think sometime he stay. I think he might have a disability. I think like me, he don't want to be around people that don't think well of him because that makes him feel worse about himself. Did y'all hear? Okay, so Kanye had on all white and Diddy had on white and brown. I said they matching besties. Diddy accuser yada yada reveals name in amended suit amid trial. Let's see. You don't give a damn about that. Okay, so that's my conclusion of the report. I think that's a bit intrusive, but that's what our Palantir. Welcome to the Palantir days. We did not stand up enough. We did not save seven, and I'm out. Peace, y'all.